Let's just go down the rabbit hole here for a second. Let's just assume this is some sort of adversarial or foreign technology.
Most of the more than 120 incidents over the past 2 decades are not from the U.S. military or other advanced U.S. government technology.
It's right in front of me, it just disappears. Disappears. Like gone.
To be clear, he's referring to this giant object as a tic tac, because he said it was shaped like one.
Are you guys ready to roll? Well, I am. There's a lot of UFO videos that Brent's been archiving today. I've been on the road and I just got back, and we're going to sit down and buckle up because I'm going to be looking at stuff along with my brother Brent. He's got a lot of insight in this episode, but I'm seeing some of this stuff for the first time. So I'm with you guys at the moment. And if you're excited, give us a big thumbs up because we've got a ton of new UFO videos. This one coming out within the past 12 hours. We're looking at it right now out of Australia. Watch. So we're going to get a closer look at this video coming out of Australia. They were going crazy over there last night. Everybody was out wondering what the heck's going on above their skies. A lot of people captured this phenomenon, or is it a phenomenon? Some people might say it's Elon Musk, but Elon didn't do anything that day. But we're doing a little bit more investigation. Brent's got some insight for us. Brent, what do you got here?
Yeah, check it out. This came in, like you said, Blake, Australia was kind of lighting up. They're saying they're seeing UFOs. Apparently, Chinese got its own secret Space Force program going at the same time, and that's what apparently is what we're looking at, a secret rocket launch by the Chinese country right now, and this is what was reported over the Australian skies. Interesting stuff.
Absolutely interesting. What's going on in China doing secret launches over Australia, no heads up, nobody knows what's going on, and then they freak the people out below. They should give any country that's launching rockets into space, they should give people a heads up, just so we know what's going on and not create mass panic. But let's get to this next video because this one's pretty crazy. Watch this. So let's look at this again. Is this a fleet of UFOs? I'm looking at it for the first time with you, and let me tell you, this is pretty crazy. At first, I thought I was looking at lights on the mountain, a bunch of cars speed racing along the mountainside, along some crazy narrow roads, but this isn't cars whatsoever. Something's traversing across the skyline here, and there are multiple lights. Brent, you've got some insight. Look at this. It hooks up. All these lights seem to merge into one object. You almost see like a shadow underneath at one moment. Brent, what's your thoughts here?
Yeah, Blake, this was captured in Guatemala, and take a look at this thing. We see a fleet of UFOs, definitely not connected to the mountainside. It's up in the air, and it's definitely a flotilla of UFOs. It's kind of crazy. At one point, we're seeing them kind of intersect, kind of like a highway you'd see in kind of a movie like Back to the Future, and they're crossing each other's path at a pretty much incredible speeds as far as I'm concerned. And then you see this object up in the sky, and they seem to meld in together.
Yeah, we're looking at this. It forms like a craft that's just hovering over the city of Malaysia. I'm not exactly sure what this is, Brett. I'm looking at it for the first time as well as everybody. Yeah, Brett, what's going on over Guatemala right now? I'm looking at it for the first time with everybody, and I was thinking that, again, there's possibly maybe a reflection from within a window from the apartment or the building that they're shooting this, and there's some lights reflecting off some glass. But then again, I'm not thinking this. It could be something else. This is something possibly new technology going over the city there. Guys, I want to get your thoughts. Let's roll the next video coming up. Check this out. I like the way the guy pulls back. We can see the distance from the person shooting it, and the lights off in the distance. What are the source of these lights on the hilltop here? Are they a bunch of campers, or is there some kind of major party going on, or is this something that's unknown because people are familiar with the area, right, Brent? What's going on here?
Yeah, this was captured in Colorado, like you just said earlier, and this is kind of fluid information. This was just kind of put out on the internet about 6 hours ago, so it's still, we don't know what this is. It seems like people were really caught off guard in the evening, and people really wanted to know what the source was on the ground in the daytime, and we're looking at it. We got a row of lights. People seem to be kind of baffled because you're not supposed to see these kind of lights in this kind of area is what we're hearing. What's being laid upon the mountainside there? Are they orbs? Are they craft? We don't know. Could it just be, like you said, a kind of maybe a party, a bunch of cars perched up on a hillside? It seems really odd because right now nobody really has an answer.
Yeah, that's what I was asking, Brent, because like I said, I'm seeing this for the first time, but Brent was bringing the subject up that there's these lights in Pueblo, Colorado that mysteriously popped up at night. Nobody knows the source, and now we're seeing the daytime footage, which is good. I'm glad we're able to put this out. That's what we need to do, but can anybody for sure tell me exactly what these lights are? Why is it out there? Because from what we're hearing, the people, right, Brent, have not really seen this action of lights in this area whatsoever.
Yeah, that's a word on the ground. It seems like there's a phenomenon going right now, and maybe there's an inside, and somebody knows that there's something suspicious. And right now, people are investigating this as we speak. So I'm sure if you follow Third Phase Moon, we're going to get an answer to what this is probably in the next day, maybe even tomorrow, I'd imagine.
That's right, Brandon. We're looking at this next video that you are sharing right now with me, and I'm looking at it, and I'm wondering what it is. At first, I thought it was the sun, but that's impossible at the moment. Does this thing move? The camera's kind of shaking just a bit, but we managed to get a pretty good shot of this as we see it with background, foreground. This isn't CGI, Brent. What do you got on this?
Yeah, this was captured out of Texas, and it could be maybe a sky anomaly, some sort of phenomenon that's happening right now. You could clearly see at one point that it passes behind a tree, so it's ruling out CGI. The camera's moving in erratic ways. This was captured on TikTok, and it was a submission that was just sent to me earlier today. And I'm like, hey, this needs to go up there as well. It's so strange. You can see kind of that orange, kind of like people might even say a portal happening in the sky. And when I was hearing the eyewitnesses on the ground, they're pretty ecstatic about what they're doing, but there's some music playing, so I had to kind of adjust that. But this is a good close-up of whatever this is. Could it be the sun? I haven't never seen the sun act like this.
Yeah, Brent, it looks more like the Eye of Saruman. If you ask me, I'm not exactly sure. It's just crazy. All the UFO videos that keep coming in within the past 24 hours. It's not a drone. It's not the sun, in my opinion. It seems something very bizarre. Could it just be a natural phenomenon or something organic? We're not sure. We're just putting out the information, right, Brent? So what do you got here for us? You got more videos coming in? Let's roll it. Google Earth imagery. We're looking at something. Brent's got some insight, but as we're looking at something, people have their eyes on the skies through Google Maps, and I like these when they show these crazy anomalies. And right now I'm looking at some kind of massive craft. It seems to be releasing some kind of small little drone craft underneath it. We see two craft. Is this something that was captured by Google Maps above the skies? Brent, what's the background? Where is this? And your estimation in size, if this is some kind of craft releasing a drone over that neighborhood.
Yeah, we follow. Definitely, Blake. We followed Google Earth quite a bit, and this one reveals a lot. This was captured in Mississippi Google Earth, and we're looking at some sort of strange anomaly, almost separating the clouds. You could almost see at that point, and we're taking different vantage points of being on the ground to prove that it's being captured from Google at different coordinates. And what we're seeing is this large kind of metallic shaped craft with a unique kind of a escort. And then we pull in even closer down on the ground just to get even more personal vantage points from where this thing's popping up from. So hold tight. Here we go. Moving around here, pulling up the Google Earth, and let's point it up at the sky here. And it gets a little glitchy, but hold on. Here it is. There it is. See, we're popping it in from different vantage points from around this area. This was captured by Google Cam. This is not a fake anomaly, a chip in the lens. This is something that's being captured in real time.
Yeah, I'm hoping it's not a chip in the lens. And hopefully people in the area may have captured this. Sometimes Google scrubs these images because some people flock to these areas trying to see if this ship is still there. And then Google comes out and then smudges it or even blocks it. We have people that have submitted stuff to us over the years, and they'll just scrub it after we put it out on Third Phase Moon. We're looking at this closely. Could this be a craft releasing some kind of drone? It looks like two craft, Brent. What's your thoughts on that?
Definitely anomalies. What we're looking at, two of them, and it does look like definitely a UFO. It's unidentified. We don't know what it is. And I'm thinking and leaning towards that Google has a ton of UFO videos in their archives that they probably have a team trying to scrub them on a daily basis, so we never get to see them. This was a good capture, and I appreciate that the work was put into it with this subject of it just popping out. You could almost see it almost fade out at some points. This anomaly looks probably about the size of a football field, and whatever craft that is next to it could be the size of a bus. This thing's massive.
Yeah, I like it. And these Google images, the evidence that comes in because of people like you searching all over the place, we get these incredible anomalies that pop up. Again, I'm not exactly sure what we're looking at. It seems that it's there right now on Google Earth. We'll see if it's there in the next few days. Hopefully it stays up there, but if they blur it out or take it out, then we'll know that they're trying to cover up something, in my opinion. Now, like I said, we have a lot of new UFO videos, and we saved pretty much maybe the best one for last from what Brent tells me. So let's roll it. He says it's coming in from Colombia. I'm rolling it now, and we're checking this out. I'm just seeing some kind of a static. Whoa. So we have a close encounter of something in close proximity to a massive military airliner. We don't see this every day. I'm trying to get a good look at this. Man, it seems like whatever it was really close. Whoever captured this got lucky. And this is that moment in time where you have that split-second opportunity to capture a once-in-a-lifetime. And this is it right now, is what I'm looking at. Seems legit. What is it? Brent, what's your thoughts here?
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. I'm not sure if it's a military or commercial airliner. It's big, and what's fascinating is how close this thing's engaging this huge spacecraft or whatever it is. This thing's massive. Now look at this. It's a still photo. We're looking at this point of an object, and it's rather large. It's almost half the size of the engine of this plane. It's massive, and it's moving. And could there have been a collision? This is what people talk about, the threat of UAPs on a collision course with whatever's flying in the skies. This is clear evidence of something like that. But I do believe the UAPs, alien technology, would be able to hide and divert and never crash into anything with our technology. They'd be able to divert a situation. We're looking at something here that really resembles what was caught on the same day.
The evidence is strong with this one, especially when you have the side-by-side comparisons with other UFOs from the area in Colombia, Brazil, Mexico. Why there, and why are they not hiding? We got these videos coming in from that region: Brazil, Mexico, Colombia. It seems that they're not hiding anymore in that region. Broad daylight sightings on a consistent basis right here at Third Phase Moon. We're sharing it, and I'm looking at this stuff, and now they're getting close to these commercial airlines, and I don't think they're a threat. They could divert, move around, and have no issue with commercial airliners. They could wrap around that thing like nobody's business. So maybe they're just hanging out, and that person got lucky, and we're seeing these other videos right now as we roll this. It looks very similar to what we just saw in this video just earlier with this, saucer-shaped craft in close proximity to this military or commercial airliner. We're not sure here, but Colombia, Costa Rica, again, lit up. Colombia, all over the place. What's going on above our heads, Brent? Any thoughts? These videos are legit. We're looking at it.
Yeah, for sure. Jaime Maussan's been keeping us updated with the best UFOs out of that region and beyond. And we're seeing a plethora of these kind of spacecraft, and very unique in its own way. That they don't travel like we see in drone technology or even balloons. This is something entirely different. They look metallic. They kind of move in the same similar fashion. And then to have these things so close next to a commercial or military airliner is quite concerning by, I'm sure, a lot of people. But again, we're going to get a good close-up of this one again with what happened today of this close encounter with a UFO by colossal status right here. Nobody's ever seen a UFO this close in recent days.
Yeah, that's right, Brent, and we're sharing it as fast as possible. Good job getting all this archive. Give us a big thumbs up, everybody, if you enjoyed what you just watched tonight, and share this on your social media. Copy paste the link, put it up on your Twitter, TikTok. Tell them there's a bunch of UFO evidence out there, and we got to get the word out. Third Phase Moon's the place to share your evidence. We're standing by. Blake Cousins. Keep your eyes on the skies, everybody. Be safe. We'll see you next time.
Or other advanced U.S. government technology.
It's right in front of me. It just disappears. Disappear. Like gone.
To be clear, he's referring to this giant object as a tic tac, as he said it was shaped like one.